In the dim glow of the neon-lit Las Vegas Strip, a group of IRS officials strutted into the Bellagio, their government-issued credit cards ready for action. Jerry Thompson, a mid-level auditor from Ohio, adjusted his tie and sipped from a complimentary cocktail. He wasn't sure how the IRS had justified a $50 million budget for this conference, but hey, it wasn't his job to ask questions. "Mr. Thompson," a voice called. He turned to see Carl Higgins, his boss, grinning like he had just discovered a tax loophole big enough to fit a truck through. "You gotta check out the suite," Carl said. "It's got a jacuzzi with a view of the Eiffel Tower." Jerry followed him up the gilded elevator to the penthouse floor, where a dozen IRS employees lounged in monogrammed robes, paid for, of course, by taxpayer dollars. A blackjack dealer stood in the middle of the room, dealing hands to government accountants, none of whom seemed particularly good at math when money was on the line. This is insane," Jerry muttered, watching as one of his colleagues lost a week's salary at the poker table. Carl laughed. "Come on, Jerry. You audit people for a living. Don't you think you deserve a little fun?" Jerry frowned. He thought about the single mom he had audited last year, the one who cried when he disallowed her child care deduction. He thought about the small business owner who begged for a payment plan, only for the IRS to freeze his accounts. And now here they were. As the night wore on, the spending only got more ridiculous. A $35,000 magic show featuring a David Copperfield impersonator. $100,000 on gourmet steaks and lobster tails. Even a team-building exercise where IRS executives learned how to juggle flaming torches, a fitting metaphor for government spending if there ever was one. Then came the final straw. As Jerry stumbled out of the casino at 3 a.m., he overheard an IRS director laughing over a martini. "You know what the best part is?" the man said. "This entire trip is tax-deductible." Jerry stared at him, the weight of the absurdity sinking in. The agency that hounded everyday Americans over missing receipts and minor deductions had just spent millions of taxpayer dollars on an extravagant Vegas getaway. The irony was enough to make Jerry quit his job. Instead, he did something better. He leaked the whole thing to the press. The next morning, while his colleagues were nursing their hangovers, Jerry watched the breaking news flash across TV screens in the Bellagio lobby.